fired!
Trump, please step up to the congregation.
Yes, you are a donkey.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
He's a jackass.
Yes, donkey today for Monday, May 12th. It is the 12th, right? Yes, it is the 12th. Goes to the Trump administration as a staff, administration, record label, and mother effing crew. Now, nobody floods the zone like the Trump administration, okay? Every day, every hour, every minute, every second is something. And I could give them donkey today 3 or 4 times a week if I wanted to. But today, America, we got to talk. Okay, I don't know if you've seen the headline, but according to every news outlet, but I'm going to quote ABC News right now. The headline, and listen to this, the Trump administration poised to accept Palace in the Sky as a gift for Trump from Qatar. Yes, and what may be the most valuable gift ever extended to the U.S. from a foreign government, the Trump administration is preparing to accept a super luxury Boeing 747-8 jumbo jet from the royal family of Qatar. You can't make this up. Let's go to CBS News for the report, please.
The Gulf nation of Qatar says the gift of a luxury jumbo jet to serve as a presidential aircraft for Donald Trump is, quote, under consideration. Whatever it is, gift or plan, it comes as the president prepares for a 3-nation trip to the Middle East.
President Trump has already toured the 747-8. It happened in February when the luxury jet was flown to Palm Beach, Florida. CBS News has learned it's poised to be a gift from Qatar's royal family. It is not ready for presidential use and would need to be retrofitted. The president, who departs Monday to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, will use one of the 747s that have served as Air Force One since the first President Bush. The value of the gift from a foreign power is sparking legal and ethical concerns. Maryland Democrat Jamie Raskin posting on X, "The Constitution is perfectly clear. No present of any kind, whatever, from a foreign state without congressional permission." The White House press secretary says the administration will comply with the law.
Oh, it's Qatar? Qatar. A $400 million gift, okay, a jet. Listen, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all media outlets, let's not do the dumb thing y'all do when you ask answers. I hate when I'm watching these networks. CNN does it the most, by the way. They ask answers. For example, they will say, is Donald Trump accepting this plane from Qatar illegal? Then they debate it, and then we the people are sitting back at home not processing the information the way that we should because we are looking at it through the lens of, is Trump taking the plane wrong? Is Trump taking the plane right? When there's only one answer. It is absolutely wrong. Okay, the U.S. Constitution prohibits government officials from accepting gifts from any king, prince, or foreign state. Full stop. Now, Trump posted on social media, so the fact that the Defense Department is getting a gift free of charge of a 747 aircraft to replace the 40-year-old Air Force One temporarily in a very public and transparent transaction so bothers the crooked Democrats that they insist we pay top dollar for the plane. It's not just Democrats that I saw complaining about this. Okay, a lot of Trump's own supporters were complaining about this as well. And he said it's very public and transparent. Just because you sell dope, commit a murder, or rob somebody in broad daylight in front of a bunch of people doesn't make it any less of a crime. Okay, if it's one thing we've learned from politicians over the past decade is that corruption can be very public and very transparent. Okay, now in the Constitution, it says you are prohibited from accepting gifts from foreign states without the consent of Congress, aiming to prevent undue foreign influence on U.S. officials. So critics argue that accepting such a valuable gift like this jet, estimated at $400 million without congressional approval, could be unconstitutional. Now listen, I'm not about to sit up here and act like I'm some constitutional scholar, but outside of this being unconstitutional, widely illegal, why would you take a gift from people who fund terrorist organizations that kill a lot of Americans? And why, I say take the gift, I'm simply saying, why would you trust these people? When I say take the gift, I'm simply saying, why would you trust these people? Beware the noble gesture, okay? We know what that means, right? It's a warning that an act motivated by generosity may actually be a deceptive or manipulative move. Yes, appearances can be deceiving, and you should be cautious when evaluating someone's motives behind a gesture. First of all, these people are not gifting a $400 million plane out of the goodness of their heart. Okay, come on, Trump administration. Y'all at least have to know that. This gift comes with a lot of strings attached to it. And what makes you think that these folks can't cut those strings at any given time? Once again, these people fund terrorist organizations. How do we know they can't make this plane fall out of the sky anytime they want to? How do we know this plane isn't just a big-ass bomb? I know the Secret Service will do a sweep of the plane, but how do we know it's not loaded with listening devices, tracking devices? They are potentially going to have so much intel on our country, and none of this would happen if this administration, the Trump administration, simply moved with ethics and did things in a constitutional way. Please give the Trump administration the biggest hee-haw. Just move with some ethics and in a constitutional way, and we wouldn't have none of these problems. Wouldn't even be a discussion.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.